Get to the gaming stuff now. So we got Wyrdsong. Do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember this game? Wyrdsong. I think it was announced back in 2022 or something along those lines. So Wyrdsong is an RPG that was being made from former Bethesda and former Obsidian talent. All right. And Wyrdsong was supposed to be an open world RPG, very similar to Skyrim, very similar to, you know, anything that Obsidian has come out with. So now apparently Wyrdsong, the RPG that was being made by ex-Bethesda talent, they're saying is not dead, but it's no longer going to be an open world game. And they said we're down to a skeleton crew. So here's what's happening. Let me break down what's happening. The game got invested by NetEase, okay? The game got invested by NetEase in the amount of $13.2 million. They got seed money, an investment from NetEase. The developers then took that money and decided to start crafting a game with a scope that would require a much, much bigger budget. And they were hoping that they can take what they were going to make with the $13 million, make a trailer out of it, sell the idea, and try to get other investors to pitch in so that they could finish the game. I don't understand why the fuck they would even do that. Is beyond me. That is a bad mismanagement of funds. If you have 13 some odd million dollars, you should be trying to create a game within the confines of those means. And if you are taking $13 million, but then you're investing $60 million and hoping that somebody was going to come and try to invest that level of money, this is not going to work out for you. That is a really bad management of funds, right? So they were hoping, I'll tell you like this, that might sound like a lot, but it's really only a twinkle in an old wizard's eye when it comes to grand RPGs in the mode of Bethesda and Obsidian. The plan was to woo further talent and investors with the trailer and build Wyrdsong with the help of an eventual team totaling around 70 people. So they tried to build the game in a way that was going to attract people to want to join the team and to also give them more money. They took their shot and they lost. What's up, Gooch? How you doing, brother? Hope you're well. So if you guys don't know about this game, I figured I would show you the trailer. Let's watch the trailer here on YouTube really quick, and then we could get into the rest of this particular topic. Here we go. These are people who made Fallout 3, fucking, God damn it. I'll just press play. Fallout 3, New Vegas, Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim, Dragon Age Inquisition, Fallout 4, Outer Worlds. They're called Something Wicked Games.
In the crux of reality, there exists two lies. One before the shadow, and one behind the eye.
Okay, so that's fucking pathetic. That is fucking pathetic, bro. There is no way that you took $13 million and you thought that bullshit animated trailer for a minute was going to get people to want to invest the money to get your team to 70 people. How the fuck does that even compute? What kind of what kind of pitch was that? What kind of pitch was that? That's ridiculous. That's insane to me. I don't understand, like, where did this money go? So anyway, so here's the amazing thing, right? So they took the $13 million, right? And they ended up making a game that was too big in size, too big in scope for the amount of money that they received. So now here's the hilarious thing. They fired the majority of their staff, number one. They fired the majority of their staff. which is hilarious because they ended up overhiring and then they had to fire everybody anyway. Now they're working on a skeleton crew. And now what they're doing is they're making the game that they should have made from the start, the cheaper version, where they're making it like Avowed in a sense where it's zones and not open world. You should have did that from the start. I don't understand why you didn't do that from the start. He says, we were making a big open world RPG. The way I have learned to do them requires a lot of people to do that, which means a lot of money that was not forthcoming in the industry. And then they turned it into a zone-based RPG that wouldn't require the sheer scale of an open world. He name checks Avowed, a sensibly scoped example of the genre, which PC Gamer has recently celebrated despite its limited reactivity. So why didn't you just do this from the start? That's what confuses me the most. You could have just made a zoned RPG, and then maybe if you got more funding, maybe if you got more people, you could have expanded on that and turned it into something greater. But there's no reason for you to start off so fucking strong when you don't have the team, you don't have the money, and now you have to fire almost everybody because now you wasted all your money. So you ended up going back to where you should have started in the first place. This is why I keep saying one of the biggest problems in the gaming industry right now is mismanagement. Mismanagement, writing is some of the biggest problems in the industry, but this is blaring mismanagement. If you got $13 to $14 million of seed money and your idea was to use that money to try to garner more investments instead of making something strong with that $14 million, it's a fucking waste, bro. You clearly, you were way over your head. Jeff Gardner was way over his head. And he decided that, I guess, the scale of the game was more important than staying within the budget. But you know what? Here's the funny thing, though. I actually don't blame him for that particular kind of mindset, because up until recently, that level of ambition would have been able to be easily funded back in the day. We talk about this all the time. How much have we been talking about this year where after Trump got into office and the U.S. aid money went away, all these studios started closing down because they can't get funding anymore? It's the same thing here. Had this game perhaps needed funding back in 2023 or 2024 even, but mainly like 2023, they would have been easily able to get the money. But now, because they're trying to get the money in 2025, they can't get it. They can't get the investments. They can't get anybody to want to invest in the game, not to the level that they need. So now what's going to happen is they're working on a skeleton crew, and they're going to hope they can get even a little bit of investment. But at this point, it's not looking good. I would not be surprised if in a couple of months to maybe even a year, we're going to hear about the cancellation of Wyrdsong and the closure of this studio. I would not be surprised. So we're going to keep an eye. We're going to keep an eye on Wyrdsong, and we're going to keep an eye on Something Wicked Games, and we're going to see. We're going to see if they actually pull through. But as of right now, I'm not seeing it. I got to imagine they're probably not going to make it. Which, again, the only people who deserve to be blamed for that would be them. Moving on to the next topic, we got Team Ninja. This one hurts, man. This one sucks. Team Ninja. Now, you guys know, maybe you don't know. I don't know. Maybe you don't watch me. Maybe you're new here, whatever. I was looking very much forward to Rise of Ronin. Rise of Ronin got gifted to me from a subscriber on the channel. Thank you again for that. And I was looking forward to playing this game. Now, I just recently finished the low rank campaign for Monster Hunter Wilds. So I stopped my Griffcast review of that because it was done story-wise, at least for the low rank. And I wanted to move on to the other games because we got a lot of games to do. And I was going to play Monster Hunter in my off time and grind out, the end game and all that. Whatever. So I went to go pick my next game. And I was like, shit, I've been waiting to play Rise of Ronin. Let me play Rise of Ronin. So I downloaded the game, made the thumbnail, got it ready, was about to let the stream go live. But I had to film one more video for the day today. So I started doing a little bit of research, looking around, looking at the news and seeing what's important to talk about. And what do I see? I see this, right? I see this. So apparently Team Ninja is investigating reports that Rise of Ronin on PC is wiping save data. And I'm not talking about wiping save data in the terms of, oh, you lost a checkpoint. I'm talking about people that are playing for 5 to 15 hours and all of it getting completely deleted. all of it getting deleted, and you have to start again. Once I read that, I was like, there's no fucking way that I am playing this game. I'm not playing this game right now because I will throw my controller out the fucking window if I lost 10 hours of save progress. Like, I would. But there's people out there that are complaining about it. You had somebody saying, been playing for a few hours, and next day it magically vanished, said the author of one thread. Other players then replied saying the same thing had happened to them, with some claiming they lost more than 8 hours of progress. Similar threads on the forum include one reply saying they had lost 5 hours, and another player claiming to have lost 10 to 15 hours of progress. So now Team Ninja has posted a message from its official X account saying, we are currently investigating the reported save data issues for the Rise of Ronin Steam edition. Now, it seems like it's only affecting the PC Steam edition. I don't know if this is affecting console in any way whatsoever, but it seems like it's just PC edition right now. But you can see here regarding save data issues reported for Steam edition, we're currently investigating. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience, bro. I honestly, I'm trying not to get upset because I can't stand the incompetence. I really can't. You know what's crazy? Team Ninja is actually a really good studio. They have so many good games. They're run really well. For them to have this happen is insane to me. I don't know if it's just laziness with a PC port, probably. But at the end of the day, if you are going to be talking about a bug that potentially deletes all of your save files, and the only thing you have to say for yourself is, we're sorry for any inconvenience. It's like, bro, that's not an inconvenience. That's well past inconvenience. That's fucking egregious. That is beyond actually egregious. I don't even know if there's a word to describe how somebody would feel if they lost all of their progress, hours upon hours upon hours. This is why Star Wars Outlaws was getting cooked as well. Star Wars Outlaws had a similar problem. Star Wars Outlaws, there was a bug that you couldn't even get past a certain mission in the story. You couldn't do shit. So it is so insane. But I'm telling you, if I were to experience that, I would uninstall the game. I would do my damnedest to try to get a refund. I would try to do anything possible to get a refund. I don't blame people that are currently refunding this game, because even though I was looking forward to it, I'm not going to shill for it. If it has these problems, that's a huge issue. That's extremely fucking egregious. And at this point, it's also extremely disrespectful to your client base. And again, I understand it's one of those things where, it's a PC port. It's not a fucking, it's a console game first. It's a PlayStation 5 game. I get it. But if you're going to release your game on Steam, you better make sure that shit works. Or at the very least, don't have a save file deletion problem. That is probably one of the worst game-breaking bugs you could ever possibly have. Seriously. That could be one of the worst that you could ever possibly have for a game. So that's just what it is. Let's see. Let me go down. Corey X says, bit dramatic. Ever had to repair old cartridges? No, I actually haven't. I'm sorry. It's dramatic when you pay full price for a video game. You invest your time, 10 to 15 hours into the game, and the save file gets deleted. That's dramatic. Okay. Wow. I didn't know that. I had no idea. All right. I guess we just gotta just eat the shit. Fine. Blue-Eyed Robin says it's a PC problem only. And what does that mean? Does that mean it doesn't matter? Because it's a PC problem only. It's a PC problem only, so it doesn't matter. Is that, like, I don't understand. Because when issues happen on consoles, everybody wants us to care. So I feel like I don't understand what you mean by that. The post links to a support message giving players potential workarounds for the issue, including finding backup data, following extra steps when saving to Steam Cloud, or turning off file sharing for Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox. Ah, that's weird. So I don't, what the fuck? Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox. That's weird. This just proves that the Japanese are really trash at PC ports. It is such a problem right now with Japanese games. When they get ported to PC, it is a clusterfuck, right? Monster Hunter Wilds was experiencing the same issues. And it's really unfortunate. But it seems as if the Japanese just, I don't know who they use to do their ports, but all the time, it's always an issue for the most part. And it's really starting to get tiring. And it's not even, that's why you dislike cloud saves. Yeah, fair. I mean, I get it. I get it. Mr. says, nope, improved Steam Cloud needs improvement. I don't know about that. I don't know about that because a lot of the issues with Japanese ports go well past save data. Most of the time, it's not even save data that's the problem with the Japanese ports. Who says the Japanese doing it? What if they No, of course they outsourced it. But my point is they're the ones outsourcing it. And they're hiring people that are really bad at doing this. That's the issue. Joker JK says it's not that bad. You are overselling it. Okay. All right. Wow. I'm actually surprised how many people are just okay with just eating absolute shit. But then again, I'm really not. I'm really not at the end of the day. Because the reason why these companies keep doing it is because they get away with it. That's just the truth of it. If I'll put it to you like this, if you think playing the game for 15 plus hours and having your save data deleted is not that bad, then I think fundamentally we are probably not going to agree on it. It just is what it is. And I have nothing wrong with saying that. I mean, we can agree to disagree. But if you think that, if you think it's just not that bad for a 15-hour playthrough to just magically disappear, I think that's insane. I really do. I really do. I'm sorry. And again, as much as I was looking forward, I really was looking forward to this game. I was talking about this game almost nonstop, I think, on Griffcast. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that's not. So let me tell you. So if you work for 15 hours in the day and your pay just magically disappears and your boss is like, well, it's not that big of a deal. What's the big deal? Just do another 15 hours. You cool with it? Are you all right with that? It's not that big of a deal, right? It's just 15 hours. Who cares? What's the big deal? Anyway, I guess we're going to see what Team Ninja does with this particular issue, whether or not they actually are able to fix it or not. Maybe it's a Steam issue. Maybe they come to find out that it's not Team Ninja. Maybe they come to find out that Steam is the problem, right? Maybe they come to find out that Steam is the issue. I don't want to necessarily blame Team Ninja right away because it could be a Steam problem. But chances are, considering how reliable Steam usually is, I'm usually going to point the finger to the person who made the game or the person who is porting the game first before anybody else. But we'll find out. I'm sure they're going to have to fix it relatively soon because you can't be having people. I mean, what's their numbers like? Let's see. How's the game doing? Let's see. I mean, keep in mind, Rise of Ronin is a console first game, so I'm not expecting the Steam numbers to be anything magical. Nobody should expect the Steam numbers to be anything magical for a game like this. We're looking at 12,683. 12,683 all-time peak, which happened 2 days ago. Not bad for a game that came out on console first. With 4,130 people playing right now. If you look at the reviews, 49% positive, 51% negative. 3,000 plus reviews. So it's pretty safe to say that people are unhappy with this game. And when I looked at the reviews, the majority of them had to do with performance. So unfortunately, it is what it is, man. What are we going to do? All right, let's move on, boys. We're going to talk about the next Metro game. Apparently, they're teasing the next Metro game, which I'm excited for. I like Metro. I don't know if you guys like Metro, but I like Metro. I played every single Metro game. They are fantastic experiences. The only thing is, unfortunately, they are quite a bit like Euro janky, but that's besides the point. The next Metro game has been made even darker since the invasion of Ukraine. Says not much is known about the next Metro game, aside from the fact that it exists, and in 2023, it was in a playable state. That was what we exclusively reported on, with our Tom Henderson learning that the sequel to 2019's Metro Exodus was well along the path of development. In a recent blog post celebrating 15 years of Metro games, 4A Games reflected on the last decade and a half, talking at length about the Russian invasion in Ukraine. It was stressed that as the developers live through the situation that is ever unfolding, the story for the next Metro game has become even darker to reflect what's happening. So it looks like they're going to go a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit more, I can't even say serious because Metro was pretty serious. So I guess darker would be the word. The Metro titles, which are based on the book series of the same name from Dmitry, a Russian author, has been on the market since 2010. The series kicked off with Metro 23, and then Metro Last Light was released in 2013. So I'm pretty... Oh, gritty's actually a good word. Dreadful might be a good word. One of those... Yeah, I guess one of those would be good. Hutch Game says the word you're looking for is propaganda. We don't know that yet. I don't want to assume that just yet. You might be right, but I don't want to assume that just yet. But chances are they're probably going to go a little bit more greedy. But who? Oh, gritty. I'm sorry, not greedy. But who knows? I guess we'll find out. But I'm curious. I am curious to see the next Metro game. I do like the Metro games. I love the setting of the Metro games. I think they are fantastic for that. And I look forward to seeing more when it eventually gets revealed, whenever that may be.